Hey guys, welcome to King's RC. I've got quite a collection of crawlers now, but there was one car missing that I really wanted, and now I finally got it, and that's the Traxxas Trx6. Can't wait to get this thing out the box and have a look, so let's get straight to it. Yeah boy, there it is guys, white Traxxas Trx6. Now one thing I love about getting Traxxas cars out the box is that they pack it so well. I mean, they really protect the body with, you know, the plastic goes all the way through. Most other companies just put one piece of plastic over it, but they actually put it in the bag. Getting it out the box like that just makes it feel like, you know, quality. Let me take the plastic off. Oh yeah, it just looks sweet. Let's get this off. I never ever get sick of peeling off the plastic on the new RC. It's just awesome. Oh, nice and fresh right there. Bang, look at that. So I chose the white one because the black and the grey is quite popular, and I want to see what I can do to make this look cool. Alright guys, let's get into upgrading this bad boy. I've got some parts laying around. I'd like to put it straight on. So get this thing on the workbench and see what we got for it. Boom, look at that guys. Looks like it landed from heaven. Like, it's like, ah! Sun shining straight down it. Look at the detail on that. It just looks so cool. It's got so much detail that comes with it. You got the exhaust there. Let's have a look underneath. It actually looks, it's actually a full exhaust. See that? Muffler and everything. And yeah, that looks like it's definitely gonna hang on things when you're crawling. That's actually plastic. It looks like aluminium, but it is plastic. We've got a full set of lights here for the body. So underneath it comes with all the lights, which is great because buying these lights separately freaking costs a fortune. Also got the module, power module here for the lights. The only thing is, I wish they could have included the rock lights here. Lucky for me, I've got a set laying around. Only thing is, this came out of my TRX4 and kind of missing two. We'll sort that out later anyway, but let's get these lights in there and have a look at it installed. There you go guys, that's all installed. Very easy to put in. It literally just fits straight in there. Just undo the screws on these caps. Yeah, I just went around and tucked all the wires in underneath the side bumper here. Zip tied the wires on the back. Just go around and neaten up the wires there. Just make sure if you put the wires underneath this thing, just you put it right on the gap so it doesn't get crimped on it. With the grey and black one, you can really see like the detail, but with the white, it's just all white. I did get some stuff to give it a bit of decal. Got the Road Tech Proof Thread fender vent, so this goes right on there, and this one here, the body side, goes right along the body there. And let's get this thing out the packet. You get some tiny little screws. I don't even know if I got the screwdriver to use this. We've got the 3M tape. It is pre-cut. Get these stuck on there and see how it looks like. Boom, look at that guys, that looks awesome. See the front there. So guys, the running gear on this is exactly the same as the TRX4's. 21T550, XL5 HV, you know, same servos, everything. They're okay to play with in that out the box, you know, go out, have fun with it. You don't necessarily have to upgrade it or upgrade it straight away like I'm doing, but I do have parts laying around here, which is the Castle Mamba X 2850. This came off my TRX4 Bronco. If you haven't seen this thing running, look up this video and you see this thing freaking doing burnouts, and yeah, it's just really quick and it's just so much fun. You know, if you get bored of going slow, you can also go fast in this. Yeah, like I said, these motors are great. The stock electronics, they are good, except for the servo. Although I've never experienced one fail on me because I always replace it as soon as I get it. There's already enough people saying it's bad. I don't want to be out on the trail and, you know, knowing the fact that there's a possibility that it's going to fail and you run it anyway. I don't want to ruin my day. So for that, I've got the 32K OMG. Now I've also have run this already on the TRX4, and this thing is killer. It's way more than enough. And this actually goes to 7.4 volts, and I haven't even got to run it at that. It's, you know, at 6 volts is plenty enough, but this time I will put it on 7 volts because you notice I've got BEC here connected already. Rather than taking these two out and replacing them, it's cheaper to just buy a BEC and running that at 5.5 volts or whatever, or 6 volts. So yeah, you kind of save a bit of money. And I did have this 3D printed, so it's like a holder for this ESC. It's meant to sit in there, and the switch goes in here like that. It was on Thingiverse. I downloaded it, printed it. Alright, so let's get these installed. Alright guys, so everything's installed in the car, and basically the servo feeds power off the ESC, and these two here feeds power off the BEC. And I had to basically make some Y connectors inside here. So if you can see there, the power on the servo, negative and positive, is split, so then it connects to the BEC on the Mamba X ESC. So if you can see there, there's only the positive and negative, and that's the wires that come straight off here. And the signal wire from this then goes into the receiver, and if you see there, that's split. The signal wire from the servo is split and connects into the receiver as well. These little micro servos here connected it to the BEC, which the BEC then connects to the switch, and the switch goes straight to the battery. Yeah, that turned out pretty well. I've tested it all out. The controller, I decided to use the FlySky GT5. So while I was at it, I thought, oh, might as well just connect it. And basically, channel 5 runs that servo there, which controls the back diff locks, and channel 6 controls that servo, which controls the front diff locks. Then you got channel 4 here, which controls the high speed and low speed. And one thing I actually ended up adding to it, which worked out pretty well, is that if I have this in the middle, I'll actually get a neutral. So this will just be freewheeling. So if you get, like, say, some sort of a breakdown or something and you need to get towed back by another car, you just put it into neutral and this thing will just freewheel. So the next thing I did was installed this at the front. So it's basically just a 3D printed part that holds the wrench here, and yeah, they'll always be with the car, so I won't have to worry about putting that in the bag or anything. That's always there. It's just double-sided taped on there. So that little 3D printed bracket that I got there worked out pretty well. So you just got some screws and screwed it straight in, and yeah, holds the switch, which is pretty good. Also had these parts. So as you can see, it's all used up. This came off my TRX4. I had the front and the back for the TRX4, but the back one doesn't actually fit the back of the TRX6. Also, I had some alloy wheels, which I've fitted on. I took the original wheels off this, so maybe I can save them for later. I mean, I've had these wheels laying around. These already almost, you know, a little bit worn in, so why not just kind of wear these tires out even more, and you know, once this wears out, put the new ones on. But the reason why mainly is because I've got the alloy wheels on here, which gives it a bit more weight, and just putting them on, you can sort of feel the weight on them a little bit more. Also, another thing I'd like to show you guys what I did to the body. I don't know if you can see the little clear tape there. That's not just sticker tape, that's actually some labeling sheet, like clear sheet. So my stickers here are printed out on like labeling sheet, and yeah, I just cut out a circle and stuck it straight on there, so that way when you put the body clips on, it doesn't scratch the body. And I also ended up putting in the tiny little screws, because the double-sided tape just doesn't hold it in place, but it looks kind of better anyway. And got the King's RC on there, and the reason being that sticker's there is to cover up the scratch that I did. So if you guys ever get one of these for your TRX6 and you're trying to screw it in, whatever you do, do not screw it in without putting a pilot hole in first. You know, I got kind of a bit lazy and I just did it anyway. I kind of slipped. I don't know if you can see on the screw there, slipped, and then the screwdriver, you had to use tiny little screwdrivers, and it just sort of slipped off and scratched the body. So I just covered it up with some stickers. I didn't have small enough drill bits to drill the holes. So what I ended up doing was I found a pin that's smaller than the actual screw itself, heated it up with a torch, and just poked it in there while it's red hot, pretty much. There is a whole heap of them. Put your holes in first and then screw the little screws in, because they are really tiny. One of these, so if you can see that, that's tiny Phillips head there. I started putting in my accessories in the back. I haven't figured out what to do with this one yet. I'm thinking of putting a spare tire in the back here, but I'll probably do all that later. So guys, I got this 5200 milliamp batteries, Z batteries from eBay. These are really cheap. I think this was like maybe 40 bucks or something. I've ran them in my Mojave and that, and they're really great. And one thing about these is it fits perfect in here. It's a bit of a tight squeeze, but once it clicks in there, it fits perfect in the TRX6 or TRX4 battery tray. So look at that, it's really tight in there. That's not moving at all. And yeah, it's just great. I thought I'd show you guys that. So batteries plugged in, switch on the ESC. Whoops, forgot to turn the radio on. Switched on the VEC. Boom, there it is. Let me get this thing on the floor. Alright guys, so doesn't matter whether it's low gear or high gear in there. So as you can see there, we've got drag brake. Now press this button here. Boom, I can push it, no drag brake. Push it again, we got drag brake. Look at that, like that's pretty good drag brake right there. Takes some effort to push that. So that's on low gear. Check this out, low gear, go into high gear. Whoa, it just disappears, guys. Look at that. It's super fast. But alright guys, so make sure you stay tuned. I'll show you how quick this thing goes in stock gearing, how much torque it's got, climbing up obstacles and whatnot, and see how it performs. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video.